So, have you ever suffered from a noisy tum-tum? Well, in this video today, we'll explain exactly why that happens, and at the very end, I'll give you my tips on what you can do to shh that tummy and get some relief from that growling noise. Guys, let's talk about poop. Howdy y'all, Dr. Samir here, aka your poop guru, trying to give you the best tips and tricks to help out with your health. If you haven't already, don't forget to smash that like button. Like, share, and subscribe. And if you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe to my weekly newsletter where you can get great tips and tricks just like in this video. I am sure there's nothing as embarrassing as if you're in a very important meeting. Everything's very, very quiet. You're at a serious point, and all of a sudden, you hear this noise coming from your belly. What is causing that? Well, there are 5 main reasons why you may be having that noise, which is called baroborygmi. Yes, very fancy term for noise in your tummy. Number 1 is hunger. Yes, you actually may be hungry. Can you believe it? That noise is your stomach trying to contract and churn, and that you actually may be hungry, which is why things are moving more and more and why you're making a lot of noise in that stomach. Reason number 2 is too much gas, and this can be due to any number of different conditions, whether there's an infection in your stomach called H. pylori, or there's too much bad bacteria in your small intestine called small intestinal bacterial overgrowth. These 2 conditions can produce a lot of gas, fermentation, a lot of pain as well, and make that funny noise in your stomach. Number 3 is that you could actually have food intolerances, things like gluten or dairy. A lot of people don't realize that they can't digest any one of those 2 things, and so whenever they eat that, it actually acts as a bomb going off in your belly, causing bloating, gas, and lots of noise. Number 4, you actually may be swallowing too much air. Can you believe that? There's actually people who are out there who talk so much they become full of hot air in their belly. And that belly will have a lot of gas and produce a lot of sound. Maybe you may use a straw, or maybe you chew a lot of gum. But if you ingest a lot of air, you swallow a lot of air, it's actually called aerophagia. That actually is a medical condition that can cause a lot of bloating and a lot of noise as well. Then lastly, number 5, guess what? It could be normal. Yes, some people just have a noisy stomach. Not a big deal. It's the way it is. It's typically nothing to ever worry about. Keep in mind, there's nothing in your stomach to muffle that sound and that air. This is why you may hear it, especially if you have an empty stomach. All right, now that we talked about what it is, let me go over my tips on how you can fix it, especially if it's an annoying problem for you. Number 1, drink some water whenever you hear that. Water does a couple different things. Number 1, it helps to decrease the amount of hunger that you may be having, but also number 2, it'll put something inside your stomach to help prevent it from churning, from growling, and from making a lot of noise. Number 2, you may need to eat and chew slowly. If you are a sloppy eater where you just eat very, very quickly, you're going to ingest a lot of air and have that aerophagia as well. Or if you chew really, really quickly, like you're trying to get to someplace fast, you're going to inhale a lot of air, and once again, it's going to get full of gas and produce that sound that's there. Hey, if you're getting great value from this video, I'd appreciate a smash and a like button and a comment down below. Number 3, consider stopping gas-producing foods. Foods that are very commonly healthy actually produce a lot of gas. Things like beans, broccoli, Brussels sprouts, cabbage, milk. These are very gas-producing substances that can produce a lot of air and make those sounds inside your stomach. Number 4, try to reduce the number of acidic drinks. Things like coffee and juices can produce a lot of gas and a lot of noise as well. Number 5, consider walking after eating. Walking will actually allow things to move through. You won't have a lot of churning, you won't have a lot of moving, and you won't have a lot of noise as well. And if you're having constipation, this will be an added bonus to help you poop better. Number 6, consider reducing excess sugar that you may be ingesting. Things like sorbitol or fructose. These are substances found in artificial sweeteners, sugarless gums, or diet drinks that are actually very difficult for a lot of people to absorb. And so whenever that goes into their stomach, it produces a lot of gas, fermentation, and a lot of noise. Number 7, consider stopping carbonated drinks. Guys, come on. If you're complaining of noise in your stomach, the one thing you have to stop is carbonated drinks. I am sorry, but it's going to make things worse. Come on, Captain Obvious, we know it's true. And lastly, don't use any straws. Straws contribute to the aerophagia, to ingesting a lot of air, and it will produce a lot of gas. And the gas, once again, will stay in your stomach. These are my tips I recommend to help out with a growling stomach. My question today for you, what would you add to help out with the noise in your belly? Comment down below. I'd love to hear what you guys have to say. I want to thank you for watching. Don't forget to smash that like button. Like, share, and subscribe. And if you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe to my weekly newsletter where you can get even greater tips, greater tricks, all the best tips in the world to help out with your gut health. Guys, and thank you for watching. Hope you have a happy and healthy day. Take care, everyone.